It's a monk. They should just be able to like jump it in one go if it's 30 feet away.
Hey everybody, thanks for sticking it through with us. Well, they're not on yet, so I should probably hold off on saying that. I'm only seeing 2 people following.
So yeah.
Hello again! Thanks for sticking it out with us. Sorry about that. Should be good now. I think we found the nature of the problem. Don't worry, we didn't cover anything too much while you were all away. We noticed and we paused. So it seems something's afoot to try to board the other ship?
Are we boarding or are we ranging over the edge, or what is our? Do we have a plan,
Turning
or
a
are we
good
just
offense for himself, hoping for a crush.
going ad nauseum? Going
Just
ad
play it by
nauseum.
ear.
We'll be telepathically linked.
Okay.
We work best with chaos.
Does anyone have eyes on Jarlaxle?
No,
No.
I doubt he's
Who's
even in the ship.
Loraxel?
A big naughty pirate that we stole the sword of. Although I really want
So
to.
all this is because you took his sword. Why don't you just give his sword back? It's just a sword.
Great sword.
Well, I
It's
think
Screw
just a
that though. He's
sword.
a pirate.
hit to the ego is
He's a
probably
bad
what this is
guy.
all about.
Is the deck of the ship nearby within 25 feet?
It's 30 feet away.
Damn it.
Sorry, I didn't just make that up either. I established that previously.
No,
don't
I
make-
believe it.
Is that your move speed? Because it should be slightly higher, shouldn't it? Because you're a monk. Oh, are you armored?
I'm not. No, what if I use one key point to double my jump distance so I can do a standing leap where my long jump is up to 25 feet, and so that could be doubled? And I would like to tackle somebody with a leap on the ship and give them a hug.
I think Shanks wants their surprise one.
Oh, you do you.
Yeah.
That would be a surprise, all right.
The flying monk grung.
Are you doing that now, or is that part of the plan?
I'm planning. Is this coming through? Hello, can you hear me in your head?
Yes, if that's a part of the plan, that's great. Because I'd really rather be in position before you start attacking.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
How do the rest of us get to the ship? Like, there's not a gangplank from our ship to their ship. How do we want to cross from our ship to their ship? Because the rest of us can't jump that far.
Fly?
Oh, why didn't I think of that? Because I'm not a pirate. Exactly. I'm a druid.
Show them how it works, Captain.
Yep. Well, I think the he I think Shanks is going to be our instigator. He's going to do the surprise round to trigger everything off, and then the rest of us join in the party. All because you guys stole a sword.
We did a lot more than that. They did.
What more than that? He has an amazing cloak.
Well, I'm just trying to understand the situation here. I mean, I went in and did some reconnaissance for us, but I'm trying to understand why we are going from a nice dinner with some awesome tacos to now all of a sudden we are jumping across the ship and attacking them. I thought we were having a nice lunch here.
Good chance they were spying on us.
Majestic, though.
Maybe I should have just let you sleep. Because you wake up awfully grumpy. Oh.
I'm already in the crow's nest. Uh, uh, now, 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 hear me out. Hear me out. Uh, sir, I have a bow and arrow. I'm gonna stay up here and shoot them while you swing over there and fuck them up.
Can you just wait a minute, please? I say mentally, and I jump over the side. Well, I cast invisibility myself and jump over the side of the boat.
Can I get an acrobatics check?
Sure.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
Oh no, I want to be in the water. It's fine.
There is a kerplunking splash as the invisible dwarf Bramnir just dives into the water, and it's like the sound of just tossing a boulder in there.
Night. So whatever.
Yeah, that was weird. What would that come from? It's like a nothing, like an invisible rock.
Yeah, it's an unintentional cannonball, almost akin to a belly flop.
Captain, I got a real question. Why are you wearing your brown pants? There.
What is wrong with you people? I'm just gonna. I'm going to swim until I'm directly under the center of the enemy ship, and 30 feet down from it, and then I'm gonna tell Shanks to go for it.
Leroy!
I
I
don't
don't
think
need to
you're
breathe. I don't think.
buoyant. Yeah, I don't think you're buoyant.
I don't know if there's any rules for sinking, but if so, I'll just not have my medium armor on. That's fine.
Like, you need to write a book on proper ways of fuckery. What you need to do. Can I shoot this man in the head now?
Yes, please. Oh God.
I'm gonna start shooting the anybody that has the high ground on that ship.
All right. A bow shot is audible from 30 feet away. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Can I get the first shot from you? With
Can't target.
advantage. Let me just put a basic. Go ahead and target this guy for your attack roll. You have advantage, don't you?
Yeah, I just missed it. But if a 23 hits, it's a crit.
Yep. Your first shot wimps across for an extra D8, and then what other modifiers you can put on it? The D6 and sneak attack.
I get sneak attack, I get surprise attack.
Why?
Both of those are doubled, right?
They would be. All right, you, my sir, have earned yourself a Wilhelm scream as the first of the sailors is struck by your arrow and just lets out a ah! And falls and lands. Gotta roll for this. Swing over from what?
He's screaming all the way.
No, I got this. I got this. I'm really tired right now. But if the ship is 30 feet away from yours, how high up would your mast have to be for you to get your swing over there? Wouldn't that be about 45-foot tall mast?
High
Okay.
enough.
Then
They do it
can
all the
I?
time in the movies.
Then can I get an acrobatics check from you? They're not hearing you on stream right now, Simon. They're not, Flynn. They're not hearing you on.
Oh, 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 oh.
See, I don't know why, but I have more like Romancing the Stone than Pirates of the Caribbean with this swing. I don't know.
Let's see. Does this work? Okay, they can hear me. I know they can hear me. I'm seeing the sound thing go up on my... Okay. So, acrobatics check. Do not freaking fail me. This is the first time I get to do cool pirate shit.
That's pretty damn solid.
I mean, it's not perfect, but neither is Flynn. So,
Okay, so that's for your swing down. Now can I get a dex save as you try to reach out and catch somebody mid-fall? You've successfully launched yourself from your ship moments before Shank's shot. Now you've got to try to catch him.
yeah, as soon as he pulled the bow out, I just jumped right off the side because I knew what he was doing. Another 18.
Yes! The Wilhelm scream goes, but you moving around in the quiet leave everything a mystery because there is no splash for the body that went over the side.
That's perfect. And I'll just swing around and as the rope comes around, I'll perch myself on their what do they call that lattice work? I forget what that's called on the ship.
Rigging?
The rigging, yes, the rigging stuff, things.
By the way, we should absolutely, because this has come up before, put the Wilhelm scream on like a soundboard.
I'm going to now. I am 100% going to. I cannot, and I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't have it ready to go, but I'm going to put that on there now.
Absolutely should have that. All right, so with that surprise, did anyone else have a held action declared? I don't think they did.
Ribbit.
Ribbit?
Hugging shenanigans.
Yeah, I didn't have the specific language of holding that action, but I'd like to take that action now. Of jumping across and using a key point to double my jump and hugging somebody.
All right, as you take this gigantic leap, you can jump 42 feet.
Okay, I do that.
Onto the center of the enemy ship. And this is where things are going to get fun. Ribbit, you were taking Shanks over. I know Bramnir over there, weren't you?
I went under
Bramnir.
the. I was underwater.
Bramnir's under the ship, under the water.
Bramnir's
Okay,
under
but-
the ship.
Who are you bringing with you?
I will not bring in anybody. I am
Oh, I thought you were carrying somebody.
flying, swirling it.
Bramnir keyholed himself, which is just so perfect for
Well,
Bramnir.
I've never seen any.
Yeah,
Thing.
Kurgoth's still trying to figure out how he's going to get across. He's not keen on the whole swinging thing, but he knows he can't jump either, so he'll probably have to climb up to the crow's nest and try to swing. But
Yeah, I'll beckon you over. I'll just say, come on, it's easy. Just do what I did.
I'll have a rope ready for you when you get up there. It's supposed to be mine, but I'm not using it.
You know, I went from like never having pirate encounters to having a staggering number of them in the recent weeks. Just like a
What's
staggering number of them.
what's it called? Like, I know when a DM forces you to do stuff, it's called railroading.
Railroading,
But like, what
yep.
is the opposite when player characters do that to the DM?
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's just Dungeons. I'm gonna Dungeons and Dragons our way into like a what do they call Spelljammer campaign? Like, we're gonna retrofit the ship and go to space.
Yeah, it's not even a different plane. You're just like literally leaving that area.
is there like a time difference though? Or there's got to be like
No,
thousands of.
it is just the nebulous ether that spans between the different worlds and planes. Because it's not even exceptionally techno. It's a little techno. It's a little steampunky, but in the sense of this is what's out there for anyone who can journey beyond the confines of the planet, that the world that they're on.
It's about maintaining escape velocity.
I'm forgetting the calculation now, but the delta. You need the delta V calculation.
I have to find that for you now, just to make this happen.
No, it's called the delta V. I was blanking on a second, but
Well, you
Nope.
know that flying is just falling and missing the ground.
yeah, falling fast enough. And Merritt can certainly attest to that.
Yes, yes, he can.
All right. Oops, those were not supposed to be there. And there was not any other held actions. You just swung aboard. The foghorn is now the Hellraiser. And I'll be rolling initiative for everybody.
By the way, I'm definitely having some of those shirts printed up.
I love that. That turned out awesome.
I've even redone it, so it'll be better when I have the shirt printed up.
Although, can it not be Trolls Folly Thursdays?
We will figure something out. But I'm gonna set up. I want to set up a T-shirt company through our Twitch page right here, so that we can make fun shirts like that for stuff that happens in our campaign, and then sell them. That'll
Crod's
be our
already
merch.
ordering one.
I'll tell you what. I'll get the shop made the next like couple days, and then I will put the link in the Discord for everybody, and then we'll put a link up here.
Yep, merch is high up on our list of things to take on next. I'm really excited for those ideas.
I want to design the shirt to like have Margarita Mondays crossed out, and then Taco Tuesdays like written underneath it.
Yeah.
Handwritten in.
And then I think on the back of the shirts, I'm gonna put like World Tour, and then we'll put this port, and then we'll put what's the other port that we were at recently?
Other, like, Waterdeep?
Yeah, Waterdeep. Like, I didn't know if it had its own name for the port.
Not really.
Yeah,
Dock
we'll just-
Ward,
we'll
that's
just-
all.
We'll just Dock Ward Waterdeep. Make it like a tour
random-
shirt.
Random question, Corn. Am I rolling advantage on initiative?
Let me scroll back on up. Shanks, yes you are. You literally rolled a 3 and a 2.
That sucks. But I rolled a superior die, and it should be one higher. I don't really. It's not going to help anything, but yeah, that's what that roll was for.
Yes. That's going to get. I'm not sure what direction we should take a sea sprayed mermaid shirt.
Oh, I know exactly what direction to take that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, if you guys have ideas for T-shirts that you'd want to see, put it in our chat in just whatever the lobby chat or whatever, and I'll make a shirt for it. Throw it up on our store.
That will be amazing. I am in love with this idea. All right. So, Flynn is like mid-swing right now. As you are on the outer extremity and you're about to zip back around. Ribbit has just leapt across as there is a loud shout from on deck, and one figure draws out a longsword and comes running at you, but you're too far away. Ducking down and weaving through, he manages to dash over there as he calls out, "We've got intruders, boys!" Flynn.
I would like to. I'm still swinging in. I'm coming in hot, I guess. Are these guys on rigging or are they on the deck?
Almost all of them are on deck. Let me altitude mark the ones that are on rigging. And you're at like the zenith of your swing, so you're gonna have to decide quick what you do.
I would like to come in and just kick this guy off the deck, if that's possible. Swing just through the deck and kick him off. If you want me to fight him, I can drop down to the deck. It's not a big deal. I don't know what you will allow and what not, but I'd like to use the momentum of my swing to come down.
Give me an athletics check. If you do well enough, you will propel them. Oh, that is probably good.
This is what I do, baby. Flynn gets to do Flynn things.
Deck save. And you swoop around, both feet out, extended out and locked at the knees, and you ram a guy square in the chest.
What kind of damage are we talking here?
Stumbles backwards over off the ship.
Okay. And I'll scream down, "Don't forget you're not buoyant!" And then I'll end my turn.
With that kick knocking you off of your course, you land on the deck here.
Gracefully, okay. Superhero landing.
Sure, but otherwise you're gonna get like just kicked straight out over the side instead of back to your ship.
I'm fine with that.
This warrior reacts, sword drawn, as he comes towards you, and he says, "You made a mistake coming on our ship."
Oh shit! What the fuck? Ow! Ow!
The shouts are continuing on as this figure is coming over with a scimitar, curved, almost cutlass size, and he comes up to you with a snarl and a sneer, and he is going to try to slash at you as he came off the rigging.
Could I uncanny dodge those?
They didn't hit you.
No, the first ones. The first guy who hit me.
Oh, you could have uncanny dodged a nat 20 to have the damage, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But that would be your only chance then.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll keep going.
Do you want to undo that then?
I mean, yeah. If we can, we don't have to undo it. I'll just take half damage.
Whatever exactly.
It was.
9.
Yep, I gotcha. One figure comes running out with a longbow in hand, and while running pulls out an arrow and is sidestep walking and firing as it strafes into view. For this purpose, it'll be a crossbow, but it is a longbow. That shot zips past you without any problem. Kergoth.
All right. I guess I'm climbing up the mast to swing over to the other ship.
Please
There you
hurry.
go, buddy.
Help!
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Vermeer would abandon you.
And I'm not doing anything
yeah.
fancy. I'm just swinging over and then dropping, I guess, as close to Flynn as I can get.
Taking another line, attempting to swing. Can I get an acrobatics check from you?
No, that's not good.
You kind of swing out, and I'm going to need a deck save now as you do one of those ever so slightly awkward releases where you're already at the peak and about to swing back down, and you land, but you land prone and you kind of throw out your back because you were landing as you were falling backwards.
Jeez, Pete, this is not going to go well.
It's just one of those where you're swinging and then you're all the way at the peak and then starting to come back down when you let go, so your momentum doesn't carry forward, it falls backwards.
Lovely. Okay. Do I still get my bonus action? I
Yes,
assume that
you
was
do.
I assume that was my movement and action.
Yeah.
So my bonus action is going to be to cast Shillelagh on my staff of my woodland staff.
Cool.
So I don't know how.
I'm setting it up so that it'll be permanently this way.
Okay.
I did it to your quarterstaff, not your staff of the woodlands. Well, both of them are now default set to wisdom. Just remember that
Okay.
if you do it without Shillelagh, but you'll always do it with Shillelagh.
I'll always do it with Shillelagh. Yep.
Coming around the corner, out from the captain's quarters, actually, appears a drow figure in fine, slender black robes, hands kind of tented in front of him as he steps into view. And he kind of scans the horizon here, and he looks over towards Flynn, and his eyes narrow.
Narrow how? Like as in angry or annoyed?
As in perplexed?
Okay.
It's the best word I have for it. And raises his hand ready to cast a spell. Distance, he can make that there. Striding forward, he is going to make it up towards the edge of the ship and looking down at you, raising one hand. He is going to cast Blight at Flynn. Good save, as you only take 19 necrotic damage there, as opposed to the 38 you would have otherwise.
Would evasion work on this? Is this like a
Only dex saves. This was a Constitution save.
Okay. All right.
But that is the hit from the Drow Mage perched here. As a veteran who is standing near him slides down the side and comes running over, he is going to be lunging at you, Flynn. They're just piling it on for you. Not hitting very much, though. There is heavy stomp as a large, brutish figure, about 6'6", lands into a superhero landing on the deck below, and then comes stomping over towards Flynn and is going to reach out and try to grapple you. Can I get an acrobatics or athletics check from you?
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Oh, and it still only tied him.
Oh my god.
You are lucky tie goes to the status quo, which means you were not grappled, you are not grappled.
And can I see Shanks from where I'm at?
Not very well. Shanks is on the other ship, and you're in like the midsection of the
Okay.
ship.
Is
Okay.
it dark out?
It's evening time. It's dim light, but it's not fully dark yet. The champion is going to try to wrestle at you again.
Oh, great.
I'll need another acrobatics check.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Oh!
Just do it, because there's no way I can top that. There's no way.
You're grappled, son. Where you going? Nowhere.
My purple worm just said, "Where are you going?" I'm not
Just
even
heard-
joking. Did you hear her? Where are you going? Thanks, purple worm. Appreciate that.
Now you just have to know that I was quoting Boondock Saints.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Um. This new mage steps out from around the corner, surveying the terrain. Kurgoth, you're on the ship, right?
Yes.
This new mage raises his hand and flicks out with the one in the other hand as a stream of glimmering bolts fly from his hand, and he casts magic missile at Kurgoth. Except he casts it at 4th level. 6 bolts as you are hit for 48 force damage.
Oof.
As the 6 bolts pepper into you for 9 damage each. 8 damage each. This thug is splashing around in the water. He's not relevant right now. He's struggling to swim in his armor. Shanks.
I'm going to attack this one right here because he hasn't went yet in the initiative order. I'm going to shoot at him with advantage.
There we go. That's a fine shot. And there is one down dead.
I'm going to attack that one next. And I get surprise attack on that. there's my third attack for being Dread Ambrosia. I'm going to action
Which feature
surge.
is the advantage coming from?
I went before him before turn order, and I'm an assassin rogue, so I have advantage on anybody who hasn't went yet.
But they're not surprised.
That doesn't matter.
Okay,
It's just before it's turn order.
No, look at it again. You get the advantage. You don't get the critical hit.
I'm not doing critical hit though.
You were re-rolling twice, weren't you? You just rolled surprise attack twice for the same shot.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I don't know why I was clicking twice.
I mean, you did it on each hit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know why I did that. So I'll just use
Okay,
my action
okay,
surge,
okay.
and those hits will just get those 2 attacks will go away. I'll
Cool.
just kill
Okay.
those 2.
Just double check. Yeah, everything was making
Uh,
sense, except that you were getting advantage and critical hits.
Yeah, that's my bad on that one.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna use a bonus action hide.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I was with you till that point. Bramnir, under the sea.
Under the sea. So I was planning to be about 30 feet beneath the ship. Is that possible? Maybe a little
Yes.
closer. 20 feet. Okay, so I just if I'm below the ship, I'm just gonna shoot a hole in it, please. With I don't think I can target the ship, unfortunately. So I just want to I want to use disintegrate on the ship to make a 10-foot cube of damage in the base, so that it can enter from underneath.
Yeah, I guess you can cast through the water.
I hope so.
Well, no, because it's just talking about like objects and things. Like, would the water
Yes,
count
yes.
as an
I don't think
object?
there's a lot of rules about the water stuff. I don't know.
Not great rules. So
I.
I'm agreeing with you. I just wanted to see if there was anything about that.
Oh, okay.
10-foot hole.
Is what it does, I think. The spell description says it's 10-foot cube
yeah.
portion.
What the
Uh-huh.
fuck, bro?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot cube hole.
Yep.
God, that's
Depending on if the ship is huge or larger.
if anyone wants to put in the comments any form of calculation for how fast the ship would sink with a 10-foot hole in it, even in like vague rough math, because I'll be honest right now, I can't clue, but
I feel like it would sink very, very
that
quickly.
is my instinct too.
Like you would need a ship that's like the size of like an ocean liner for it not to sink within 2-3
But it
minutes.
took Titanic an hour to sink when it was cut in half.
That wasn't cut in half, and it was
Yeah.
just a dragging cut, and it had bulkheads. Ships like this don't have bulkheads. They're not designed to take on water in certain areas of the ship. This is all, he just cut a hole. Like, it would sink like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes.
Okay, the ship is 80 feet long. It is 35 feet wide.
So how deep is the harbor is what you have to figure out.
Yeah.
Because some harbors are very shallow, and if a boat sinks, it might break the deck, but like it's not going to.
Yeah,
go
no.
completely under,
But that's a separate thing. Like, how quickly would it submerge to its capacity?
That's the point.
And then
That's what I'm trying to say is because this thing's sinking, you have to figure out how it's going to sink now. Because
Yeah.
if this is super deep water, it will just go down nose first or wherever he cut that hole. Like that's going to be the first thing to enter the water. If it's a shallow harbor where the ground is literally like 10 feet below us, it might go down like and just settle on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We might be fine. So it's really a matter of how deep is this water. Because if it's deep enough, we're going fucking down nose first, or wherever he cut that hole. If he cut it on the side, I'd imagine the boat would roll to that side.
But he said he cut it in the middle, so it's basically
Directly in the center of the ship, if possible.
This point in the harbor is 45 feet deep.
Oof.
Okay, so from keel to deck, now you have to decide how big that is. Because if that is from the very bottom of the ship to the very top of the ship, you have to figure that out. Not to the top like the mast, but like to where the deck is.
Yeah.
So Ghost of Saltmarsh actually have canon content as to how long a ship takes to sink.
What does it say?
The official
Does it
content-
account for a 10-foot cube hole in it?
The official content in Wizards of the Coast says holing. Attempts to hole the ship and sink it requires the use of axes or similar implements applied with vigor. The undertaking takes 5 minutes. If the hole is completed, the ship takes on water and sinks after an hour if the hole remains
Okay, but that's
But
an
that-
axe. That's not
that's
a cruise
like a-
missile.
yeah.
We just got hit with a cruise missile. Okay.
That's like a 6-inch diameter hole, maybe.
Yeah, done by hand with an axe.
So scale it.
So
Right.
scale it. So 6 inches. How many
That's
6
too
inches fit
much
into
math.
10 square feet? If it takes an hour, I guarantee you there's more 6-inch squares in a 10-foot square thing than there are 60.
Yeah.
So we're talking this ship is sinking in 30 seconds or less.
I'm going to say 45. I think we have delved deep enough to be confident in a ruling. I'm going to say 45 seconds.
did we figure out if the deck's going to be underwater or not?
Oh,
The deck is going to be underwater.
Did you want to round it to a multiple of 6? Like 40.
Yeah.
38.
Let's go 42.
Cool. 7 rounds, people.
I was just going to give you 7.5 rounds. We were going to get halfway down the initiative and go, yeah, you're cut off.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd be fine with that as well.
It is going. Okay, so it's going to sink. The sinking
Made a
takes
hole.
place over the next, 7 rounds, you said?
Yep,
So
7
7
rounds.
So it is now like
Oh, 6. 6 rounds.
6 rounds. Okay.
Also of importance, I don't know. 10-foot cube, anything magical isn't damaged. Do I see anything left in that 10-foot cube? I probably can't see it. Well, I have true sight, so I probably see fine, even though it's underwater.
Corn's just like, the hull is magical.
Well, it might be a box of something like a single magic item stored somewhere underneath the ship.
No, that's a good
Okay.
point. No, it's a totally valid point.
Like it specifically states it leaves behind magic items. So a
No.
random shot.
So that's referring to a singular object. Contents inside of the ship are not part of the singular object.
Okay,
So
is
you
that
have
corresponding?
you
Yeah.
removed a 10-foot square from the hull. Anything inside was not a part of that. So you're seeing like crates and boxes spilling out.
Fine. Cool. I'm going to try and still enter in through there somehow. Just moving straight up, which is half speed, I think, so it'll take me forever.
I'm gonna say you're moving faster because there is some suction going on right now.
Putting that on a shirt, too. Just so that
We got us some suction.
Today's not the day for innuendos at all, is it?
any day in here is. We're going to have like 1,000 fucking t-shirts of inside jokes on this thing in a week.
Well, that's my turn. Nothing major.
Oh, nothing that big.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's a lot of
brand new.
fuckery.
Fucking
What did I think I was
contrast.
gonna do?
I like to think, like, every week that goes by, I'm starting to believe that Bramnir and Flynn are somehow just, like, perfect adventuring companions.
Yeah. I think we do well with each other.
Imagine if you had Maelstrom right now. This ship would be screwed.
The ship's fucked. That fucked the ship. The ship is no more. There's nothing that can save this thing.
Shanks, did you say that you bonus action hidden?
Yeah.
Can I get a stealth check on that? Cool. Cool.
Shanks is the safest one out of all of us right now. How scary is that?
And it was his idea to come over here. He was pressing hard.
It was
for
not.
too.
It was not my idea.
He was like, I'm
this
going
is
up.
Ermnir's idea.
I'm swinging across. And then he's like, no, I'm just going to stay here and shoot.
Yeah, Pestiel, you're absolutely right. Force Cage could, if there was, the maintenance officer was a 14th level spellcaster. He just
13 in the face.
casually walks over there and patches the bulwark with the 7th level spell.
That's literally, you just did the
Very
Dungeons and
true.
Dragons equivalent of Goodwill Hunting. That is literally the plot of
But he'd
Goodwill
also need to
Hunting.
have 1,500 gold pieces of, I think, ruby dust or something. And I'm like, why would you be on this ship?
You know, we
if you
don't
had
use
that kind of gold?
components in these games. This is
Do we not?
this is the Wild West.
Well, I wouldn't
I thought
bother with all
we
these
still use
pieces.
the cost ones, the ones that have cost to them.
Yeah, damn. Shame.
At least that's what I was told for my spells. So
You were?
Okay, so Flynn is struck by a arrow and needs to make a con save.
Roll it for me, please, sir.
Yep, I got you on that. As you take a grand old 4 piercing damage and 28 poison damage.
Am I not? Shit. Do I not have the belt of Dwarven whatever?
No.
Or is that the other game?
That is the other game.
Shit!
Simon.
Because that makes me immune to poison damage. Oh, good. Well, at least I horribly failed the con save as well.
That is the... Oh, he is also going to bonus action hide. Oof. Ribbit.
Sadly,
So is this what is the individual to my west? I'm sorry.
That is one of the figures that was hidden away, who is clad in armor, like scale armor.
And I have landed with a skid as I long jumped from the other boat from our ship. Am I face to face with this individual?
You are, yes.
Is there rigging above me? I look around and survey what is around me.
There's a solitary line, lead line or whatever it's called, but not complex rigging, just that one strand of rope.
I take my action to disengage. I jump. I leap 15 feet to grasp the rope. And climb. How far up is the nearest mast pole that I might get solid footing?
You're climbing up that. Can I get an athletics check? Ooh, nimbly done. You can kind of grab hold of some forward rigging, but it'll take you have a climb speed? You do have 90 foot.
What?
That does not make sense. Why do you have... Because you have haste on you, that's why.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I didn't intend to have haste on me. I apologize.
My brain's not equipped for these problems. I was running through every possible thing you could add on to that, and that was not registering. You can make it up to the... And again, I'm blanking on another name, but the bar of the forward mast.
I plant my feet and take an arrow, and then I end my turn. And as I have taken this leap away from this armor-clad individual, I just go, huh?
Anyone else in the chat ever read Carry On, Mr. Bowditch? Taught me an awful lot about naval travel and terminology. Great book, by the way.
I'll save all my reading for Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Fucking nerd.
Tell me about it. I still need to read about Spelljammer. Way behind.
Haven't even unwrapped mine yet.
Wizard of the Coast just released a statement apologizing for some of the content in Spelljammer.
God
News
damn
Really?
alert.
it. You know, like, fuck all those people.
Thursday?
Like, god damn it.
For what reason?
Oh, you can look it up. It's for racial insensitivities.
Oh, Jesus. I thought they were complaining about the ship combat. I'm like, fuck those people trying to be sensitive. No. I'm talking about fuck those people that are complaining that the whole thing's ruined because they didn't put any... Apparently, everybody's saying they didn't put any stat block in there for ship combat. Like, ship-to-ship stuff.
Like for the flying ships and stuff? Because it's kind of like a naval...
Yeah, but that's the thing is apparently there is. I haven't cracked my set open, so I can't speak to it. But I've heard both. I've heard it. Some people say, oh, it's not there, and other people are like, no, it's clearly there. You just have to actually read it.
Tune in next time. I'm excited. Headlines and controversies.
There's always something with Dungeons and Dragons. It's always something.
Everyone has drama. Every community.
The new Wizards of the Coast people are racist. The old people are racist. You know, the TSR people are racist.
A wall of fire swirls up, encircling both Ribbit and Kurgoth as the heat of the flames is pointed inwards on you, and your skin begins to broil. Can I get dex saves from both of you?
Reaction sizzle.
Snap, crackle, and pop. Kurgoth with a good save. That is actually going to be 24 damage from the Evocation Wizard. Ribbit, what was your roll?
Same as Kurgoth, so.
Okay, cool. 24. 12 damage to each of you. And you are encircled by the fire as this thug comes over and is going to try to have a go at our friend Flynn as the scimitars continue swiping at you.
Stop it!
One figure lets out a shout of alarm and starts running over this way, and you hear the sound of a bell being rung as the light of flames are flickering on the ship. Not doing anything yet, which means, yeah, Veteran's not getting involved with this now. Doesn't need to get in with a fire, and can't see Shanks, so guess what? He shoots at Flynn.
Typical. Typical. This is what happens when the DM forgets the names of everybody else you're playing with.
He can't see the people in the fire, and he can't see Shanks, and he can't see Bremnir.
I'm joking. It's a joke. I don't mean anything by it. You know me. I complain about everything.
Yes, Flynn, the grappled, the nearly dead, the indomitable.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I'm going to start crying. And I'm going to start blubbering. And I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it before I did it. It was an impulse thing. I was kind of going around with everybody else. They said how cool it was going to be. Please let me go. Then I'm going to beg for him to let me go and have mercy.
Do you throw down your weapon?
Can I place it back in its sheath?
Do you have your weapon?
I haven't even
Kick the man.
I haven't even pulled it out yet, so. I just swung a board.
Then persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, I'm 3 seconds away from my computer. Hold on 1 second. Persuasion check with disadvantage. I swear I need 2 20s. I need the 400 to 1. Okay, persuasion. Oh, my first one was a 30. And the second one's a
Nice.
24.
Ho!
Not bad.
I'm doing the whole scene from Goonies, where Chunk is caught and they're putting his hand in the blender.
The guy who grappled you is holding you by one arm and kind of looks at you, but he doesn't go more intense, and the others start to turn away from you. Anything else for Flynn?
No.
Well, comes over here knowing there's a sniper somewhere with a crossbow in hand, and levels it and seems to be waiting, watching and waiting. Makes their way over to the wall of fire. Wall of fire, leaving Flynn alone with the grappler.
Is there panic going on right now? I'm impressed.
They don't know about the hole in the ship. Disintegrate doesn't make a lot of noise, and within 6 seconds, I think they will just start feeling the shift at the end of this turn, or at the top of the order, rather.
Also, the hole just happens. It doesn't blow a hole.
That's how I understand it with Disintegrate, yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just this perfect clean cut because it disintegrates. It doesn't explode. It just if someone's hit with it and they die, they turn to dust. That's all.
Doing Flynn.
So at the top of the next turn is where everyone will feel the sudden shift. Okay. Kurgoth.
All right. Casting Dispel Magic. On the firewall.
At what level?
Fourth level.
You dispel the wall of fire.
All right. So that's action. All right. Man. All right. I already cast a spell, so I can't do that.
No bonus action?
All my bonus actions are spells, though. I don't have any.
Okay.
And
Do you
use
stand
the
up?
wild chips. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Yep. So that'll be my movement. So my movement and my action. I don't have any bonus actions that aren't spell based.
shape?
What's that?
He's used wild shape twice.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I've used wild shape twice. So
The Drow Mage throws up Cloud Kill in the area, and what's more, it's a heavy obstruction, which means, Shanks, you're firing through the heavy cloud blind.
But I'm beside the ship, right?
I thought you were firing from your ship.
yeah, you're
Oh, I am. I thought
Yeah.
we were beside.
No. I just put you over there to be in view. Technically, you'd be over here.
Oh, I thought the ships were side by side, so our ship would be here and theirs would be there.
Right. No. You're up ahead of it. I'll need con saves from Ribbit and Kurgoth. Oof. Ribbit, Kurgoth, you have resistance to poison, right?
I'm immune.
Ooh.
Yeah, grow.
Well,
I soak it in.
Take a big old bong rip of poison cloud.
I think what you're saying is that Ribbit just kind of like focuses and milks in all of that poison back into her skin.
No.
I lick a little bit of it up, and I'm like, good year.
Advantage on saves against poison and resistance
Yep.
against poison
Yep.
damage.
You took 4 damage from that. The champion starts to walk with Flynn in hand, dragging you this way, and dashes through the doorway to deposit you inside of the captain's quarters. You doing okay, Crod? Your brain melting? Man, I wish Cloud Kill was flammable.
I just created this character.
As if this boat isn't sinking fast enough.
The panic sets in at the
What do you
top
do?
of the order, my man. The panic's really gonna set in.
And this evoker casts Fireball for 28 fire damage.
Who brought this guy on this ship? I thought I was bad.
15, of course. Alright, so I'm going down at the first battle.
No! Not again.
I mean, at some point, I think you need to blame the rest of the party for you ending up in the hot seat every time.
I take no responsibility for any of this.
Lish splashing Shanks.
So it's not like I can't shoot through it, it's just disadvantage? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah.
So, as being hidden, I would have advantage on my first shot, so it would cancel out.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, so I'm gonna shoot the mage. Do it again.
And next shot. And that one buries itself into the woodwork.
And I'm gonna bonus action hide again. But doesn't this one of these get to shoot at me, or can they not see me?
They cannot see you, so they can't have their held action.
Gotcha. Try to hide. Not my best kind of hiding, but it'll do.
Bramnir.
So I'm in the middle of the ship. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, where did I get sucked to?
Towards the ship. You're not through it yet.
Okay. I'd like to go further in. If it's sinking to meet me, that might help.
If you use your movement, you can be inside the surge of water flowing into here right now.
Love to, yeah. I'm going to look for wherever I would expect them to store their gunpowder.
I mean, it's pretty awkward and difficult terrain once you get in. Like, there's water pouring into here. So it's like
Yeah.
knocking you about. You can't keep your foot.
Fine.
Crates and boxes are like swirling around.
There's all chaos. Fair enough. I'm going to instead cast Detect Magic and see if anything dings. So I can try and grab it before the ship goes down. See if I can steal something like we did with Jilaxel. I'm going to telepathically message everyone. Is everyone doing alright, by the way?
No!
All you hear is screaming and blubbering coming from Flynn's side.
No. Alright, I'll come help in a minute. That'll be me.
What are you doing down there, anyways?
I don't know. I assume they had something nice.
Wouldn't you tell us you just fucking put a hole in the boat?
Oh, I put a hole in the boat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Quite a big one.
Bit late, isn't it?
I
No
mean,
one.
I don't know.
The assassin perches over the side and looking in through the haze is going to fire at Ribbit with disadvantage.
My boy.
And a 16 misses Ribbit there. And bonus action hides again. Ribbit!
Can I take a running jump towards Kurgoth so then we elegantly and swan dive into the water below?
So you want to grapple him and then make a swan dive.
Yeah. I'd like to tackle him. Like a linebacker.
Yeah, you can do that. As you go running and charging, you just grab him and tumble over the side.
Sorry about the poison! Ah!
Kargath, can I get a con save with advantage?
There you go.
Oh, I'll take the 18. Thank you very much. 21.
And splash into the water. Anything else for Ribbit?
No, I submerge myself completely. And open my arms to release Kurgoth, if that's allowed. And I end my turn. Oh, I telepathically inform everyone that Kurgoth and I are now in the water.
Everybody's starting to communicate with each other.
Desperate time.
Noticing arrows coming in from through the darkness, one of these evokers is going to randomly throw a fireball through. It is an approximation, but fireball's got a pretty wide spread, so it's a decent approximation. Oof, and that is actually for 36 damage.
Man, I love rolling under 10s. So great.
What did you roll? You rolled a 4. That's well and truly under. I was going to say if it was an 8, you could get it, but that is his explosion right there. He's quite proud of himself for that one.
Question.
Yeah?
Would I have cover in the crow's nest?
That's a good question, because you've taken cover in the past when we were playing Strahd and they were firing down on us from the balcony in the wedding.
I don't think cover works for Fireball because it says it goes around corners. Yeah, it even ignores full cover. So no, not in this case.
God damn, bro. I'm sorry. I tried.
No, that was a great point. Fireball is just one of those rare exceptions.
Overpowered spell for level 3.
Stupidly
Oh,
overpowered.
sure.
By
No,
design.
it's not.
I admit. I admit it is.
Maybe at 5th level it stops being by like 7.
Oh yeah. Totally. But like it's overscaled damage wise. They say it is intentionally. Because it's
This thug comes running over and leaning over the side is going to aim a shot at Kurgoth with his crossbow.
Of course he is.
And misses. You done moaning about it? There is a sudden jerking and a bump to the ship as it's kind of like a belch of the water surging in, and the boat tips about 10 degrees to the right for a second before jerking and leveling off, and then it is now very perceptible that something's amiss. As you're struggling to keep footing, this veteran runs over, dropping his sword. He's going to lean over and he's going to fire a heavy crossbow also. See what happens when you moan? I hit you. Flynn, from inside the captain's quarters.
I'm not moaning. I just want to make that clear. I'm going to. I'm being led into the captain's quarters. Is he still in here with me?
The guy who dragged you is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a potion of superior healing. That's a lot of ones. And I am going to turn to him and I'm going to say, look, man, this boat is sinking. Trust me, I've sunk plenty of boats. I know exactly what it feels like. We got to get off of here, man. We got to get out of here. And I guess I'll end my turn there.
Give me a persuasion check again with disadvantage.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
The first one's a 31. This one's going to be a 2. Calling it 4.
Oh,
21.
Good.
still pretty
31 and
good.
21.
There's
Very good.
clear and visible hesitation in this guy's part, but not enough to just let you off the hook, though he does look around very nervously.
And I'm just going to look at him and say, okay, cool. We'll just wait. How about this? I'll be right here. You let me know when you want to go. Okay? I got nowhere else to be right now. Then I'll end my turn.
How was the wizard the only one Robin thing says shit hits the fan and not the rogue?
See that? That was almost a 20, but because he stopped, it didn't hit.
That's so evil. Like, everybody believes you control your dice rolls anyway. We all think that
Oh, I
there's
know.
a secret button you can push. Okay? So, you're just making it worse for yourself. Our paranoia is really getting out of hand. Like, first the blood dice, and then now this.
Not being able to see Shanks, and Shanks, the cloud kill is slowly drifting your way. Within a turn, it will be encircling you. Can I get a con save with advantage from Kurgoth as you're struck with another arrow? All right. As you take 1/4 of 22 damage, you take 5 damage. Oh, plus the piercing, sorry. And Kurgoth, my boy, it's your turn.
All right.
You're splashing in the water, kind of near death.
Yep.
Whoa. What you dropping up there?
Ice storm. All right,
Okay,
so I just
you're
cast.
below deck.
There's a
Oh, yeah, nope. 40 foot tall. Okay, that does absolutely work. Big hit there.
All right. Now that's an action. I'm going to. Nope, that's an action as well. So now my movement. Which way from where we are right now is our ship? Like,
North.
north?
Yeah.
But that's the way that the cloud kill is going, right?
Yeah, but it's higher up.
But it's higher up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to swim my full movement, 25.
It's half speed unless you have a swim speed, so you can move 10 feet.
10 feet. All right. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm swimming 10 feet north then. And that'll take me off the map. But all right. But Ice Storm did a good bit of damage, so now you guys can deal with the rest while the boat sinks. I'm out.
Like me.
Please. The wizard examining through here doesn't want to use concentration yet. And so is going to hold concentration on the cloud kill and do nothing else for the moment. The veteran here gets peppered by the hail as he's shielding his eyes, quite distracted. He's going to fire blind at Ribbit with disadvantage from the hailstorms beating into his face. And there is hope. The champion shoves Flynn into a chair and he says, "Shut up already! You think we don't know our ship's sinking? We've got a great crew."
Well, hope they have nimble fingers. Sounds like a big hole.
So Evocation Wizard doesn't really have much of a target right now. This thug is just pulling himself onto the harbor and shanks.
So the cloud kill is on me next round, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pop out and shoot the wizard again.
And down goes the cloud kill.
Try to shoot him again. Bonus action hide.
Now, because the cloud kill goes down, a couple of held actions go off, though.
Yes, I understand that the cover would not help with fireball, but would it help with these arrows about to be shot at my face?
You don't have cover if you're shooting.
Oh, I thought the angle. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, no. Otherwise, that would impose a penalty on your shot also. So because that went down before you hid, one of the wizards is able to fling a series of bolts at you as magic missile comes flying. And where the hell is that spell gone? He's going to cast a big 4th level minimum damage, as that is 6 times 6, 36 force damage peppering Shanks. 34.
So, question, because
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with magic. Why is it 6 times 6?
He's an evocation wizard, so he gets to add his intelligence modifier to the dice roll.
Oh. Hmm.
And with Magic Missile, there's 1 dice rolled, and so you're adding his intelligence score to that Magic Missile, and then each one is dealing that extra damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, a level, like a 9th level
Yeah.
Magic Missile against a creature that doesn't have shield from an evocation wizard is actually really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's a bonus 55 damage,
Yeah. It's
more or
stupid.
less from. Yeah.
It's really good. If your GM lets you play it that way.
Well,
Too
that
powerful.
is
I think that's
how.
raw. That is raw. That is raw. I don't
And
think.
so many things can cast shield.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it's a 9th level spell. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then you hide. Bremnir, you are in the hold.
Yes. I'm gonna have a quick look around because I know they're in trouble. I did have my detect magic up. Do I quickly see anything within 30 feet? That may not. That dings my magic.
Hmm. In this hold, there are 3 boxes not near each other that are giving off magical auras.
I don't know if there's a strength indicator. If there is, I'll go to the strongest one. If not, I'll go to the nearest one.
Okay, you go. You have enough movement to make it over towards one of them.
Can I open the crate? Or
It's
is it
nailed
locked?
shut.
No, it's shut. How heavy is it? Was it something I could dimension door with? Or is it too big?
I believe the wording for dimension door is something you can carry.
Yes, well, could have, I assume it's a big crate of something, not like a small box
It's
or
a
anything.
big, heavy crate. I think this is outside of the
Outside.
category.
Oh, that's a shame. I will try and explode the box. With
Explode
firebolt.
it.
Well, not explode it with fire, like with firebolt. I'll try and break the
Okay.
box with firebolt. Can't target it, a box.
Well, you don't need to roll. That's easy.
Cool.
It's not a natural one. And you hit it for 15 damage as a large chunk of it blasts away, and you see vials packed inside.
Ooh, okay. If I have to wait till next turn, then I'll pocket it then. If not, I'll pocket it now.
You'll have
I
to
know
wait till
it's
next
not
turn.
action. That's fine. Cool. That'll be me.
Ribbit!
I attempt to swim to shore.
I mean, you've got a swimming speed. There's no attempting.
Do I make it?
You're a monk with a swim speed. If you dash, you can get to shore.
Okay, action dash. And then I spend a key point to dash again. Step of the wind, I believe I can do.
And at this level, are you able to run up walls?
No.
You're pure monk?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Level 11? Yeah, okay. Yep, you run straight up onto the dock.
I full on, like David Bowie, it go from horizontal to vertical from the labyrinth, and then
I think Fred Astaire did it first.
oh, that
Amphila Lugosi.
Oh yeah, Bella Lugosi's. Well, I do all of those things as a frog in a make-believe game on the internet with people I've never met in person, and I continue to run. Can I dash again with Step of the Wind?
Yep, that puts your movement speed up to a chill 135, of which you have used 85.
I would attempt to call out quite loudly for the person who handles the slippage and accounts for the docking system here in town, or any docking staff that may be in the area. And I'm yelling, sinking ship in the dock, sinking ship in the dock, help! And Captain Flynn is taken hostage, help!
I love the urgency.
And that's how I use my turn. I am throwing a shit fit right now in this square.
And you're officially a member of my crew.
Initiation, save Flynn.
Yeah. You have proven your worth.
I have not taken the attack action this entire fight.
It has not been lost on me.
I have.
I don't think I've ever seen you take the attack action.
You have attacked because you had a chance to stunning strike, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Definitely something.
Same thing at Camp Vengeance. I ended up just floating down a river.
I'm really loving this new character. This might be my favorite, and I'm partial to a few of your characters because of the adventures we've been on. But this one, I think, might be my very favorite.
Agreed.
It's high up there for sure.
Might be the only one who's in complete disagreement, but sure.
You have a low tolerance for incompetency,
I
which
really
I have
like. I
plenty
really
of.
like Chenda. I love Chenda.
You could,
Yeah,
well, you
Chenda
still,
would probably be my second favorite. It was my favorite until this one showed up.
I really like Sithrin as well, actually.
No,
She's a
Chenda,
complete jerk,
Chenda and
but it
Rivet,
worked really well.
100%.
there's a.
Yeah.
I think I like that coincidence too that they both have the same voice, or nearly the same voice. But thanks, you guys. I'm really enjoying this as well. I love playing D&D with you, and having our folks hang out with us in Twitch chat. It's great.
Who are you talking about?
Another shot cracks at Kurgoth. Flynn! From where you are seated in the captain's quarters trying to rationalize with this brute.
I am going to. Flynn is now being pushed into this chair, and I'm going to like dust off if there's like a side table next to it. I'm just gonna dust it off and put it by my feet, and I'm just gonna kick my feet up on the side table. And I'm gonna look at the guy and I'm gonna say, "Are you sure?" I'm gonna ask you every 5 or 6 seconds, and you let me know when you're willing to get out of here with me. But right now, it doesn't seem like you're too panicked about the fact that we're actually sinking. I hope you can swim, and I'm going to drink a potion of healing. Casually, like sip it, maybe with my pinky out or something like that. And I'll end my turn like that.
Hinky drinking.
Pinky drinking a potion of healing.
Poor Kurgoth, man.
I don't want to see him die again.
I don't know, but there's like a scarcity of targets right now. Oh, thank God that was directed at Rivet.
I thought Ribbit was off the boat. How is she still in range?
Because Rivet's on the dock now, which is alongside the boat.
Oh, well, that's...
And I only made it, 135 minus 85, so 50 more feet.
But did you run straight away from the ship?
Towards people.
Because you last saw the harbor master over by the gangplank direction, so if you're trying to get his attention, that might be where you go.
That is absolutely where I'm attempting to go.
Krogoth.
All right. So I'm in the water. I'm going to cast 5th level spell, Conjure Elemental. So I'm conjuring a water elemental.
That's going to be fun.
I hope so. Hopefully, it'll get me a little bit of space so I can do some healing instead of reacting.
The water
And
looks like it just heard a bad joke.
where are you putting it?
All right. All right. So the range is 90 feet from me. So, and I'm
Point you can see, right?
well. That's what I was wondering. So that's why I was wondering. Does it have to be like in the water with me, and then I
Doesn't have
command
to
it?
be in the water, but you
So
can't like
point
put it in the middle of the ship.
right. So can I like put it here?
Sure.
So it's then like um able to um attack these guys or have actions with those guys, I guess.
Yeah. Yep, that's doable.
All right. Now, do you want it to action on my initiative or do you want it to have its own initiative?
Does it specify?
Spell as written says it has its own initiative.
Then I will add it to the initiative. Anything else for Kurgoth?
I'm taking another. Let's see. Okay, so this is concentration. Um, Roll initiative for the elemental, which has its own turns. It obeys verbal commands. If you don't issue any commands, it defends itself from hostile creatures. But once concentration is broken, you don't use control. Okay. All right. I don't necessarily need to be. I'm going to say attack. That's the control. The command I'm giving it to attack the people. The people on the ship. Basically, that's the verbal command. Attack. And then I am moving another 10 feet north. So now I'm 20 feet off the map.
Okay. The water elemental scares and confounds them as this guy is going to turn. He dropped his longsword, so he is going to be attacking with his short sword. The champion sees this new threat, and he's a hammer, and he sees something to nail, so he's going to run over there and take care of that with a dash. The evoker wizard is sitting tight. Thug Life over here is still splashing. Just pulls himself up onto the deck now. Shanks.
I'm not poking my head out again because that seems like a terrible idea. I am going to cast this with a 1-foot rope. And I'm going to sit there and bonus action hide, and I'm not going to move until next turn.
Bramnir.
Grab the vials, however many there are.
It is a crate full of them. As you're digging around, you estimate there's more than 20 in here.
Oh shit. As many as I can.
Just pulling them out one at a time by hand is going to take action upon action.
I'll just grab one and move along. Towards the. If I can go back and up into the ship. It's probably flooded by now, isn't it?
What's probably flooded?
The ship where I am, I assume, because I didn't get that far into the ship. So definitely sinking. Everyone seems to be okay. I'm gonna grab a few vials until I feel like I'm in any particular danger. I'm just gonna grab them. I'm not in any rush.
Okay. I mean, why would you be?
I
Right.
don't need to breathe. I'm fine.
You now have control over your water elemental if you want to give its actions.
Okay. The water elemental has two different attacks. It has the multi-attack, which means it can do 2 slams, but it also has something called Whelm.
You have to do one or the other then.
Right. But Whelm is set. The description of Whelm says each creature in the elemental's space. What does that mean?
Because it's non-solid, it can move into the space of an enemy.
Okay, so basically, like if I took a 5-foot step, this way, and did that, then they would be in my space. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But I can only get 2 at a time. Let's see. Injured, barely injured, uninjured. All right.
You want to roll for the whelm?
No, I'm still. Yep. Actually, I think I am going to. I'm going to move. I'm going to change strategies here. I'm going to go here. So I've got these 2 guys in here, and then I'm going to target. Well, I don't want to target myself. And then, well,
Is it an over or an under?
I probably have to move back to target them.
It was a bad joke.
Okay.
Very bad.
There.
Thanks, Randy. I live to disappoint you, you know.
Oh, it seems you all do. It's very refreshing.
Oh, of course the veteran succeeds. But anyway, so that's where I am. They are inside of me, so they can't breathe unless they can breathe in water. All right.
Joke's on you, they're all Tritons.
Oh no!
All right. On a failure, target takes 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. It's also grappled. So the one that failed, the thug, takes
grappled.
takes the 18 damage and is grappled. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained and unable to breathe unless it can breathe water, which it can't. If the saving throw is successful, the target is pushed out of the elemental space. Do I get to decide which direction it's pushed, or does it go its...
I do believe so, yeah.
All right, so I will push him over the edge of the boat.
That's the thug, right?
No, the thug, the veteran.
Okay. Cause. Yep. Cool. Whoop. Only 5 feet out of the boat. Still technically on the boat.
Push
Okay.
them closer to yourself. Bold strategy.
All right. And that'll be the end of the water elemental's turn.
What are you doing?
Trying to
Aw.
save my.
No.
Sorry.
Nick liked it.
Um,
Nick liked it.
Get
yeah.
off
I,
the
I-
boat. Get off the boat.
I am
it's
off
laughing from embarrassment, not the enjoyment of the pun.
That makes only one of us embarrassed.
I like to think that maybe when Ribbit remilks himself, when he does, he actually gets high on the poison. So like now you're just sitting there stoned as shit trying to come up with water puns.
Oh man, the grung people. Oh.
The Grung only speak in puns. We just don't know their culture.
This is hilarious. When it comes to poison damage, they don't know this. They don't know this. Or they know some of it. But the water elemental, immune to poison. Ribbit, immune to poison. Bramnir and Kurgoth, resistant to poison. What does the assassin have? Poison damage.
Poison's terrible.
Gonna fire the light crossbow at the water elemental. And at least put some sneak attack on it. As 19 is turned into 9. Yep, that is all the damage there. Ribbit.
Help! Help! There's a sinking ship at the bay. I continue to run. Do I see any people? I look wildly around, but it takes my whole body because I don't have a separated neck. So
Where's your leash?
where's my leash? It's flailing behind me like a tail.
Yeah.
50 foot
Ribbit.
rope, just flopping
The
around.
Grung's escaped! Kill the Grung! Kill the
Ribbit
Grung.
is running around, finds guards, and then the guards just arrest her because she's off her leash.
Yeah! As they should.
You know what's really funny to me is that I've just read up on some of the grung history so that I could be better in character. Turns out they're aggressive humanoids that are fiercely territorial and see themselves as superior to most other creatures.
Part of why that they're being prejudiced
That's
against.
awesome.
Very much get that from you.
That's very not Ribbit, but that's also within Ribbit's character, you know.
Kind of
Turns-
works for Ribbit, because Ribbit just sort of ignores everyone else and preens himself constantly.
They prove themselves. It's called milking,
Yeah.
sir.
Like
We've
always looking in
established.
your own eyes and stuff, like ignoring everyone else. Because you're so much better than us, obviously.
They have a
Well, at
caste system that goes from the lowest to the highest caste, starting with green. So Ribbit is of the lowest caste within the grung system.
Nice.
Yes, I continue to run. Do I see any people as I look wildly about?
Yes, you run almost smack dab into the harbor master and into a thug who's dripping wet.
Is this a thug that I recognize as having seen on the ship?
Game recognizes game. You recognize the thug life.
Have you seen my profile character? I stop dead in my tracks with a squelch and I go, what, him, it's that one, he's on, they have Flynn. Harbor Master, there's a Symphony ship in your harbor, and they have Flynn. I lost track of the Lich, but they have Flynn.
Mention Lich all willy nilly. Dang it, Sith.
God damn it, Sarah!
All of
That's on
all of
me.
your characters call me a lich. Like it's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still think it's within Ribbit's character. I think Ribbit would
Yeah.
be panicking and be like, the Lich.
Ravnir's not giving me that benefit of the doubt.
No.
He's calling me out of
This is the first time, maybe, but every time
It's
you do me
definitely
dirty.
an
It's fine.
IRL failure. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Harbor Master, what? You gotta come save us.
Persuasion check.
Wow. That was-
-1.
Yeah.
It was me.
I'm gonna ask it. Do I get disadvantage for being a... Ignore that.
Not in this case. There's a lot of evidence, like all of 20 feet away from him. There was a wall of fire up a turn ago. It is like teetering unstably, like visibly something is in fact wrong.
Fireball shot in midair twice.
Do I have a sense that the harbor master would have witnessed us, like... No, because it was a
Other
surprise,
point?
but like float over, because a few of us swung
It
over.
doesn't look like he was there the whole time. It looks like he's just arrived there.
So what are you gonna do about it, harbor master? I only have about 6 seconds here, so like,
Give or take.
give or take. Sorry, DM.
The harbor master's not sure what he's supposed to do about a ship in the process of sinking at like 6 feet per a foot a second. That's a crazy fast. But he turns and runs.
Away!
Wait, whoa.
Oh,
And as he runs, he is shouting out, "Everyone on dock! Everyone on dock! We've got a sinking ship here!"
can I continue to follow and mimic that? Everyone on, yeah, what he said. Everyone on dock.
You're a monk. Your movement speed is so much faster than his.
I'll just run behind him though, step for step, and end my turn.
This evoker wizard raises a hand and from his position on the deck flings out a magic missile at Ribbit. Oh god, that is a really good hit. That wasn't supposed to be 3rd level though. Sorry, he's low on those. That is 927 damage in total.
Ow!
Right in front of the harbor master and all those witnesses, huh?
The one who's running away.
Yeah.
That doesn't help their case. Good job, Ribbit.
And
for the team.
yeah. Which you, Kurgoth, you were headed due north, right?
I am, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, that wasn't directed at Ribbit. Ribbit is still alive. That was directed at Kargoth, and what a lucky one you are, as that's only for 2 damage.
Nice.
The Harbor Master is continuing to run, sounding the alarm and notifications. And I think that's where we have to pause here for tonight at the top of the order.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds good to me. It's a good session.
Exciting session.
Yeah.
Ship
Yeah.
battle, finally, with a pirate rogue that we've been traveling with for more than 2 years. First ship battle. And Kurgoth didn't die.
And Kurgoth didn't die, although he's down to 2 hit points.
That's
What are
right,
you guys doing up there?
Jarlaxle.
But now that he's got a little bit of space, he's going to do some healing. At least that's his plan, anyway. If he survives enough to...
Lynn didn't do any attacks either that hole.
I don't need to. You'll see. You'll see. I've got a plan. Okay, my plan's been set in motion.
I don't even want.
Flynn is very relaxed. He's got his feet up in the captain's office. The ship is sinking, but he's used to ship sinking. This is not his first rodeo.
He's pinky
That's a
drinking.
good thing.
I'm pinky drinking some health potions. I'm almost back to full health.
What a good pirate captain. You wake up from a blackout and you board an enemy ship and drink in the captain's cabin.
I kick one guy overboard. Beg for forgiveness. Beg for my life. Get taken to the captain's quarters, where I can just ride out this whole ship sinking in style. I got a plan.
Meanwhile, the Lich is in the basement, cutting a 10-foot hole and going shopping.
He's gone fucking feral. We have a feral fucking Lich in the basement of this fucking boat in the bottom deck, stealing all the potions he can from the crates.
I'm gonna make one of the other things now, but don't worry about it.
Fucking Lich. He's like, just trying to get all the potions he can, just fucking robbing these
Well,
people blind.
In my mind, I would be fine up there, so presumably you're all fine up there.
I'm fine up there. I'm
no.
totally fine.
You know, why aren't you
Like
all just using your 5th level spells to sort out this problem?
I'm the only one doing any damage to these fuckers.
I kicked somebody overboard, thank you very much.
The only
Yeah, I
attack-
cast Ice Storm, and I summoned a Water Elemental. I beg to differ that you're the only one doing any damage.
That's true. We're definitely the bad guys there.
And Ribbit is just running in circles on
I
on the
I have
deck.
to on the dock. Yeah, I have to say I did actually take the attack action this round or this game. It just happened to be against Kurgoth as I launched us off the side of the ship.
Alright, so I am going to upload this to YouTube if anybody wants to watch again, or you guys feel free to clip stuff from here from on Twitch. And our next stream is going to be Friday. I'm assuming everybody can make it on Friday.
Surely can.
Cool. So we will be back on Friday at 8 o'clock Central, right? Or 8:30 Central, 6 Pacific. Alright guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thanks all.
Take care, all.
Turtles.
Bye.